previous regime. Have you noticed much of a difference when you're watching them?
Well, to be fair to the previous regime and to Dougie, we don't pay a lot of attention to the Eastern Conference teams until we begin to creep up and prepare for them. And we played them, I think, in Game 12 at the beginning of the year. So we were trying to get our feet wet. They were trying to get theirs. I do know that the team has played well since Dougie's come in. I think he's left his mark on the team. The confidence level seems to be higher. One of the big challenges we'll have tonight is to make sure that our desperation level matches theirs. We can't fall into a comfort zone thinking that everything's fine. A lot of the teams we're playing with are right on that cusp. And, I'm trying to convince our guys that we're still there as well. But they've done a good job in crawling back in.
Mark Letestu is creeping up on some career highs this year. I know you've given him some power play time, and he's got some some shorthanded goals. But what have you seen in him as compared to last year? Is it just that he's healthier, he said?
Healthier, opportunity, understanding what we wanted to accomplish from the beginning of the year, more success on the power play. So he's done a tremendous job of taking the opportunity he's been given and running with it. Other players get that opportunity, and sometimes it happens for a short period, and then they kind of give it up to the next guy. Test has not done that. He's been good all year in any of the situations we put him in, and we're very lucky to have him.
Coach, just like you said, you don't see the Eastern Conference often. The Islanders only play the Oilers twice a year. So for our sake, we're wondering what your take is on Connor McDavid, how he's developed, and what he's been like as a captain. Yeah,
that's a question that we obviously answer often, but Connor's developed probably quicker than we even anticipated. Maybe that's us underestimating the impact that he could have on our team and the league as a whole. Obviously with him missing most of last year, but he's a great human being, number one. He understands his role in the hockey world, forget about just Edmonton, but in the hockey world away from the rink. He's an ambassador for the game, for the league, for young kids, and he carries himself incredibly well. On the ice, what you see is what you get every night. He's not only fast, but he's quick. He's got a mind that matches it. Captaincy-wise, his leadership skills have been excellent. I think in large part due to some of his teammates around him supporting him, stepping up and understanding he is a young guy when he's got to put himself out there. But he gets real good support, and there's no fear of him carrying himself in that role. So his leadership skills come out all the time.
Todd, a lot of your players admit that they're like fans now. They're obviously watching the standings every day. It's exciting. And just because of how the schedule breaks down, Calgary's playing on nights that they're not playing, and then the next night. How do you, having been through it many times, do you find yourself checking it more often? Are you looking at it as exciting for you, or do you just try to not look at the standings?
Well, I could lie and say we're not, but I do too. Like, you want to know who won the night before and how it affected you. But it really comes down to what you do as a team. And we're trying to stress that to our group right now. Let's worry about what we can control. And some of that is that desperation, as I mentioned earlier. But, we'll turn on our phones or the TVs in the morning if we don't watch the games and figure out what happened in the league and how does it affect the Oilers. But the biggest impact we can have is taking care of it ourselves.
Todd, tonight the EPS is going to be honored for their 125th anniversary. I think we all obviously appreciate what the police do, but given some of your family connections to people who have been officers, I'm just wondering what your perspective is of that lifestyle commitment.
Well, it's a very much appreciated profession. I grew up in that world. My dad woke up in the morning and he put his uniform on, or he put his plain clothes on, and one of the last things he did was strap a pistol to his side. And not everybody's dad does that when he leaves the house in the morning. And so there was nerves all day, and you were happy to see him when he came back. And you'd hear stories. A lot of them have stories of really dangerous situations that they don't share with people. It took a lot to draw some of those out of my dad and my brother and that type of stuff. So they have a very, very tough job. We play our work, they work their work, and they allow us to feel comfortable. I think one of the things that they've become over the last little bit is open to, they expose themselves to the community. Come and talk to us. They're a safe spot. And, we appreciate what they do. I spent a little time in New York on the island when I was playing, and I know that community a little bit and how important their police departments are. And you see the New York City Police Department, they have tough jobs. So we respect what they do. We're happy that they're part of our community and part of our organization. The event tonight, in us recognizing them, has been a long time coming. I'm glad that we're doing it. And the players have enjoyed having the police officers around and their dogs the other day. That was a hit. I've never seen guys stay on the ice that long just because there was 6 dogs running around out there chasing balls. We couldn't get our players off. But it was a great event, so we're happy to have them.
Can you give an update on Benoit Pouliot and where he is and when he?
Yeah, Benoit Pouliot has been cleared for contact, which is a step in the right direction. He won't play tonight. We'll look at how he is after our next 2 days, but he's getting quite close to returning to actual play.
Do you look at? I know you want to get guys in to the lineup and rotate different guys in, but you're on a winning streak. Do you look at changing the lineup when you're winning?
We talk about it. We debate it a little bit. We consider injuries. We consider the opposition and what they might throw at us, but also trying to keep some special team units together for a little while so we can work on some stuff, in particular penalty killing. And so our lineup is chosen based on some of those variables.
Todd, I'm not sure if you're aware, but one of the young guys for the Islanders, Josh Hossein, he wears number 66, which kind of raised a few eyebrows. Does that interest you at all? Just a number selection?
You know what? We have no one chose to wear 99 here, and I'm sure no one's going to choose to wear 97 later on. But each organization, each player gets to make his own decision or choice. So that's entirely up to them and him.